Welcome to Conversations with June. Today I'm your host, June Lee. On this new podcast, I'll be discussing issues and problems that matter to me and hopefully be able to engage you with this podcast. A little bit about me, I am a Chinese American from immigrant families residing in the Sacramento, California. I'm the youngest sibling in the household and also the most chaotic one, but we all know that's kind of true. I'm pretty fun, chill, and outgoing person if you ever met me in real life. As my boss says, I'm pretty funny looking, but beyond the surface, I like keeping to myself most of the time. I'm also a student at the Med Sacramento, a small charter school with internships and projects a part of their curriculum. Every day is about the same. I wake up really early to eat, go to school, and I'm ready to learn something new. One thing the Met has taught me is that even though we're small, we're mighty. The students all band together to make sure the environment is fun and exciting in new ways, like having a leadership group where we discuss things that require change within the school. The teachers are also phenomenal at making the students feel like they're talking to a mentor. And we also address them by their first name, making us all come together. A major part of the school is definitely the internship. Currently, I'm working for the Sacramento Building Healthy Communities BHC, the Hub. They are dedicated to helping others, which is something I enjoy doing. Helping my people, my community, and others around me in general. We do a variety of things every day since our schedule is very flexible. Some days you'll see me write up a blog, create new content, take photos and videos and so on, or even cleaning. One thing I've learned is that no matter what or who you're working with or for, that doesn't mean some responsibilities are beyond you. Take pride in what you do regardless. Another major part of my school is the projects that we do. Last year, I did a social reasoning project where I worked with 916 Inc., the Read On Program department in combating child illiteracy. I basically worked as a tutor to help kids with reading and I enjoyed it. Since I'm at a new internship and new school year, my project is about empirical and quantitative reasoning. I decided I wanted to create a podcast called Conversation with June to talk about important issues and topics that matter to me. Plus engage you to help solve and change these issues. At a young age, I realized one of the hardest things about living in a system and facing certain issues is that you could barely do anything. I want primarily youth to understand what they are going through, their circumstances, the overall bigger picture, and how to take steps towards fixing it. For the first series, I'll be talking about social issues and specific topics related and trying to spread awareness so that youths know what they can do. So one of the episodes, I'll be talking about the systems we live in, specifically capitalism, what it is, and how it affects people. Another will be about racism. I want to specifically talk about the racism in the minority community because that isn't talked about enough. Poverty, the different levels of poverty, how it affects others, and also like the different struggles different people go through. Housing, why housing in California is so expensive and why literally people can't live through this. Homelessness, what are the causes and why is it such a big thing in the United States, specifically in California, specifically in Sacramento. Food insecurity, why the pandemic, inflation, lack of awareness, lack of resources is leaving families starving out here. Violence, specifically on domestic violence. One of the episodes will be about resources provided to combat these types of social issues and come together as a whole. One thing I learned and noticed is that even though we live in the system together, we don't work together as much. We are stuck on blaming and hurting each other that we forget that we are all human beings at the end of the day. If we don't work together, nothing will change. But if we band together and learn to understand one another, we will be able to start doing something about each of these issues. I want all of us to stop and think about the benefits in the long run, where we come together and do something so that our community, family, and children come to understand this bigger picture and do something so that these issues are done. That is all for today. I will see you in the next episode. I'll be signing off here as your host now. Thank you. Bye.